Acres Speckle Park Australian V8 Dirt Modified Championship for 2026 is underway with Seaton Young and Kevin Britton leading us to the green. Into 1 and 2 for the first time. Slider straight away from Young. Look at Corbett. There's contact that time down out of turn number 2. Britton across the nose of Young. Britton's in the fence and he's dropped wholesale spots here and Seaton Young to the early lead of the V8 Dirt Modified Australian Championship.
Well, we're up and about early. Boy, oh boy, the team cars battling for third position. 3 wide, the 3 Corbett's boys cars battling for third. Gardner and Wilson side by side. We're yellow. We are yellow. Oh. As Josh Hearn is facing the wrong way, Boydie.
Dondek's replay. Further back in the field, he's very narrow on the bottom side there, and whoa, he's in very tight with what it looks to be Scott Quirk in the 73, the Sweetacre Speckle Park car. A little bit of damage on the left-hand side, and I think it was Scott Quirk involved. Down in the bottom of turn number 3. P5. Your defending Australian champion's got a bit of work to do here as we're back underway. The Australian Championship. Straight away, Brock Gardner to the bottom of the racetrack. Kurt Wilson up high. Britton up to position. Number 5, I've got some pressure from Chris Corbett on the inside. Zach McDonald in Big John going around the outside, further back with Bruggy. Look at these two out in front. The 2 Bignells lead the way. Gardner running in that 3rd spot. Really putting a challenge on for David Clark here for position number 2. Jeez, this is good. Jeez, this is good. Corbett and Britton running side by side. Britton is going to take a couple laps to work that high side in here. And it's looking good as your lead cars all running upstairs. Young, Clark, Gardner gets the fence. Gardner's out. Brock Gardner is out. He's grabbed the inside concrete wall.
And it's laying down on the right rear corner, Boydie.
And Pizzuti's out as well. I think he may have knocked something out of the number 25 to see what happens. This is a battle with Zeke Edwards. Stevenson makes it inside. Pizzuti and Zeke Edwards fighting. Pizzuti went up the fence and has damaged that car, and you see...
There's a flat tyre for Matt Redcliffe under the yellow. That was the contact right at the end there, Boydie. That's why he's off the Richter scale in the infield here. He is fired up.
Zeke Edwards is out, helmet off.
Have a look right here. Bottom of shot. Right there.
Oh. I think the 2 words that were coming out of Renee's mouth, I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Calm down.
I know.
Calm down. And these two are a bit wound up. There's a bit going on the infield here. 4 down to 31 to run.
These front 2.
Is there an Aussie title on the line, Boydie?
This is it. Racing for proverbial cattle stations in the Sweetacre Speckle Park Australian V8 Dirt Modified Championship. Seaton Young, a perfect start. Gets us back underway. 4 down, 31 to run. Kurt Wilson on the bottom side. Haymaker on David Clark. Where'd that come from? There's still 31 laps left to go. Corbett and Britton. It's a great battle behind these guys, Jared, as Seaton Young clears away again.
30 laps to run. The Australian Championship. That time, David Clark very tight on the top. Starting to make it work, though. Here we go. Oh, dramas! Dramas. Kurt Wilson checked up, and it's really bottled your field up. Kevin Britton, the big loser out of that. Gets shuffled back after Kurt Wilson made contact and had to check the car. All of a sudden, defending that Australian Championship looks a whole lot tougher, Boydie.
He's on the outside of Luke Dunn, who's charging his way through the field. In front of them, Sam Bruggy slides up the racetrack. Kevin Britton looks down low. I think the A1's got the pace. He just hasn't had the luck so far. Needs to stay clean. The way they run, Seaton Young, David Clark, Chris Corbett on the bottom, Zach McDonald, Britton a slide job for position number 5 on Sam Bruggy, who makes way. Knows it's a long game. He has to play here. Luke Dunn looks to the inside of Bruggy. That's position number 6 and 7 on the racetrack. As these three still battling for the final spot on the podium. Seton Young goes down low in traffic. David Clark back around the outside. Looks to get momentum going. Will stay with your leader here, Jared, as he looks for the lap traffic to try and make it work.
20 laps to go in the Australian title, and Seton Young has got traffic right in front of him. He's got them two across the track. They're side by side in front of the leader. The New South Wales number 42 trying to find a gap. He's going to go through the middle. And Seton Young makes it work. Clark upstairs, tries to drive around the outside. Seton Young ever so gently at the bottom. Makes a move on Redcliffe. Great dice in traffic here, Body, and Seton Young negotiates challenge number 1.
That's it. He's ticked the box. That's a superb move in traffic. And look at the gap now. He's put a car between himself and David Clark. Hardly skips upstairs. There was contact between Redcliffe, the lap car, and the challenger David Clark. Seton Young still out in front, has a straightaway before the next lap car. David Clark closing in. David Clark closes ever so near to the back bumper of Seton Young. He's timed this run to perfection. The driver of the Bignell Racing Products, number 5. And will he strike in lap traffic here, Jared Ash? 9 laps to run.
9 to go. The Sweetacre Speckle Park Australian V8 Modified Championship. The young man out the front hasn't been in this game very long, but boy oh boy has he got a hold of this race car, and he's leading the Australian Championship. Hardly put a foot wrong. He's got one of the best in the business. The Bignell house car here in Australia, right on the back bumper. This is as close as David Clark's been. 7 to go. 7 to go in the Australian Championship. Kevin Britton is closing on the back of Zach McDonald for 3rd. Britton is closing, but he'll need a yellow to have a real crack at this as Clark goes to the bottom now, Bordy.
Levels up, nearly gets a nose on the inside of your race leader. Down into 1 and 2. Top 5 cars, Young, Clark, McDonald, Britton and Kirk Wilson clawing his way back up through your field. They're a long way back from your front 2 cars though. McDonald, no answer. McDonald with no answer to the pace of these 2 cars. 5 laps to run to Toowoomba. Seton Young gets past Zach Blanche, Josh Hearn, the next car in his sights, and David Clark was that kitchen sink from the number 5 in that first lot of lap traffic here. 4 laps to run and a couple cars left to put down.
Yeah, Josh Hearn on the lane in front of him. Seton Young has to go to the bottom. Will go to the bottom here. David Clark winds some momentum in. Hearn is just checked up a little bit in front of your leader. 3 to go. Seton Young on the bottom. David Clark upstairs. It's about to be decided here. The Sweetacre Speckle Park Australian Championship.
Hold all tickets to Toowoomba. David Clark misses the top. 2 laps to run for Seton Young, your pole sitter and Silver Fox Award winner. To the outside of Quirk, inside of Hearn. David Clark from a long way back looks to the bottom as Seton Young collects the white flag. The winner of the Super Rooster Classic and the champion of champions. He's your pole sitter and he comes through 3 and 4 for the final time. The Ben Daly signs Beeline Auto 42. It's your new Australian champion for V8 Dirt Modifieds. For Acres Speckle Park. And he's done some donuts and it's gassed up. Hey, yeah, you got that car hooked up all right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. As your winner of the Australian V8 Dirt Modified Championship, make some noise for the A1, Seton Young. Forever writing his name in history. In a story division in Australian Speedway.
I think I'm lost for words. Oh, that was the longest 35 laps of my life, I tell you. I keep seeing Dave's nose there. I'm like, you go away, mate. Don't think about it. But no, big thank to my crew. Without them, we wouldn't be standing here right now. My family here, my sister, my mum, Pop at home, Justine, everyone, Dad, Mark, Luke, Nikisha. Cody was here this weekend crewing for us. Big thanks to him. Yeah, Mark. I'm trying to think of who else I can think. But without all my other sponsors, obviously Beeline Auto, GZM, Ian, Sivrite Mullen, Ben Daly Signs, they're the biggest ones. They're up in the court box here tonight. Wes Engines, without him, this thing wouldn't be a bullet either. So there's also ASD, Shock Doctor. Yeah, there's plenty more. Big thanks to Speckle Park and stuff, and obviously had Nam with me riding with that one, that's for sure. So yeah, that one's for her.